Today on Animal Fact Files, we're going to be talking about cockatoos. If you want to learn more facts about other animals, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Cockatoos belong to the Cockatooidae family, which falls into the order of parrots, named Psittaciformes. There are more than 20 species of cockatoos, and cockatiels are the smallest of these species. So basically, all cockatiels are cockatoos, and all cockatoos are parrots. Cockatoos differ from their parrot cousins in a few ways, including the crest adorning their heads. But one that we found the most interesting is that cockatoos do not occur with green feathers. Instead, they boast bright whites and creamy pink hues with sharp spots of red and yellow. There are even some species who appear black and gray. Generally, they're larger than parrots and average about 20 inches in length. Of the more than 20 species of cockatoos in the world, nearly half are in some way listed as endangered. They are wildly found in Australia as well as Indonesia and the Philippines, though they are kept as pets in many parts of the world, and they can be found non-natively in some areas likely due to the release of owned animals. Hong Kong has a rather large population of certain cockatoo species who otherwise would likely not live there were it not for their abandonment by humans. When it comes to pet birds, cockatoos are some of the most widely owned. Probably the most commonly kept is the sulfur-crested cockatoo, but in regards to wild cockatoos, the gala is likely the most widespread. Cockatoos tend to live in flocks, of which there can be more than 100 members. They're social creatures and spend a lot of time together, either grooming or watching out for one another while foraging. For the most part, they are monogamous, sticking with the same mate for life, or at least as long as they are both alive. They nest in hollow trees and typically lay 2 white eggs. They aren't able to make these nests themselves, so these can be a real source of competition. The eggs are usually incubated by both parents, though not all species do this, and the incubation period lasts around 25 days. The baby birds will stay in the nest anywhere from just over a month to nearly 4 months, depending on the species, with smaller species usually taking less time. Cockatoos don't reach sexual maturity for a few years, but once they do, they'll begin the process all over again. In the wild, many cockatoos can live to see 50 years of age, while captive-kept individuals typically only live around 30 due to poor husbandry and a lack of socialization. Cockatoos seem to live in many different environments, including open grasslands, forests, and even cities like we previously discussed, though it should be noted that no one species inhabits a variety of habitats. So basically, while the group as a whole likes to hang out just about anywhere, most species have their favorite spots to roost. They enjoy eating seeds, fruits, vegetables, and even insects, with each species having distinct preferences. Cockatoos are considered by some to be symbols of change as well as community. We were lucky enough to have met a cockatoo named Circo, who loves to give handshakes and bark like a dog. For the most part, cockatoos don't have the best range of vocabulary of all the animals in the animal kingdom, but they can still learn somewhere between 20 and 30 words. What would you teach a cockatoo to say given the opportunity? For more facts on cockatoos, check out the links in the description. Let us know in the comments if you have an animal you'd like to learn about. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to give a thumbs up for more Animal Fact Files.